to talk about some of the comments that Deion Sanders made on the Rich Eisen show, and he made these same comments on a couple of other shows, so he's been nothing if not consistent on all of it. But a lot of people have had a lot of things to say about it. A lot of people have had a lot of opinions. Some people say it's what every coach is thinking, they just don't say it, and Deion just say it. Some people say, well, if we know that, he may just not have said it. Well, Bomani Jones, he's been consistent throughout this entire thing. He's always said that he thinks it's a great opportunity for Deion, but he thinks that there's some room for criticism on how he left Jackson State, as well as how he's taking going about things right now. And we're going to talk about all that in 1 second. But before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, comment y'all thoughts down below, man. We're a new channel just trying to get into the algorithm. And if nobody told you this today, y'all are my brothers, my sisters, my family. I love each and every last one of y'all, man. Now let's just get right into it. So here we are. It just says Deion Sanders is out here making jokes about single parent homes, but Bomani isn't laughing. I don't think he made any jokes about it, man, but hey, we gonna let everybody take it how they want to. I'll tell you how I took it in the end, because I think he clarified himself, and if you stopped at the headlines, or if you didn't really hear him all the way out, you would think one thing, but at the end of the day, everybody can think what they want to. Let's hear what Bomani thinks.
I had to go at Deion a couple times, and I've had a lot of people hit me back on it like, yo, why are you trying to take a good black man down? And I totally understand that, because Deion is in a position that few black people ever get to. And he out here sounding just like the whitest white man. What we need a black coach for in Division I, in FBS, or anywhere else, if you're gonna say the same stuff that the cats that are already there are saying, do the same things that they are already doing, and force all of us to stop and ask ourselves the question, if you don't want a quarterback from a single family home,
here we go.
Why is your son, the product of a divorced marriage, your quarterback? The worst part about it is you out here blaming a bunch of kids and relegating them to one place in their lives because of something their parents did. And look, I go on Rich Eisen show. I try to make him laugh every time I go on there.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna embarrass myself to do it, and I'm sure not gonna embarrass anybody else in the process. We've never had to take him seriously. All Deion's ever had to do was entertain us. And when he was at Jackson State, he could intrigue us. But now that he's at that position, we're going to take you seriously. So please, say serious things about serious topics, and don't make a joke out of players that may eventually be on your team.
That's all that Bomani Jones had to say about it, man. And a lot of people, like I said, he's going to take some heat for it, but a lot of people are going to agree with him. I just looked at it from a different perspective of what he was just trying to say. Like you said, maybe he shouldn't have said it. Maybe it's something that's better left in your head, and you just should think that but not say it, or what have you. And obviously we know that there are going to be exceptions to every rule and all of that good stuff. It's just one of those things. I ain't here to talk. I do understand partially what he was I think what he was really trying to say, not necessarily, with two-parent homes or single mothers or what have you. He was really just trying to say, I feel, that not necessarily two-parent home, but strong male influence. So there's someone that's used to being talked to by a man. Because a lot of times, like one of my best friends, he tell me straight up, he said, I don't receive criticism from males well. And so he's just assuming that maybe that if you're from a two-parent home and you're used to having your dad, or if you had a strong male influence there, you had uncles, anybody there, and you already used to having a male speak to you or correct your behavior or what have you, then it's going to be a lot easier. Now, as for the defensive line, defense or what have you, saying, just turn them loose and just let them go. Like I said, I don't exactly agree with it, but I understood what he was trying to say. And I think a lot of coaches probably think exactly like that and probably conduct themselves exactly in that way. If we go back and look at enough of it, they probably do. But Bomani is just saying, listen, that's something that's probably better thought than said or what have you. Like I said, that's just my opinion. I think that it could have been better articulated, but I understand what he was trying to say. But at the same time, anytime you say anything or do anything in that way, you're going to open yourself up to criticism, and there's always room for criticism with anything. But like you said, and something that I've been consistent with the entire time, You got to go out there and win. And I definitely disagree with what Bomani was saying when he was saying, like, you're doing the same thing as every other coach in the country, because every other coach in the country is not changing the culture at their university. Every other coach in the country is not bringing people from everywhere and giving tons of minorities chances at doing things. Everybody in the country, every coach in the country is not, that we know of, inspiring a whole group of people on social media, inspiring a whole group of people all the way down from maintenance up to the top, to the AD, to be better and to be the best version of themselves. And so in saying all that, maybe Bomani is saying, if you're doing all of that, then you definitely have a responsibility to think about what you're saying before you say it and not offend somebody or what have you. And like I said, it is what it is. Like, I wouldn't offend it, because I felt like I understood what he was saying. But if anybody was offended, I definitely understand why they might have been offended as well. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. I'm trying to shoot this one straight down the middle. It's hard because, like I said, I played football and I've had people on both sides. I've known people, my cousins or what have you, that would say they just don't take criticism from anybody well. I've had some say that they don't take criticism from women well. I've seen people from all dynamics say they don't take criticism from males well. It just depends on who you're used to and what your mindset is or what have you. And so I think that he was just trying to say, if you had the strong male influence there, then you might be more used to receiving that criticism from a male more than somebody that did not have that influence. I think that's what he was trying to say. Don't quote me on it. All I can do is tell you what I inferred from it. But y'all let me know what y'all took from it, man. And I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Eisen, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
Godspeed.